The world of professional tennis has witnessed many milestones, many trophies being lifted, and many records being shattered. But what we are witnessing right now in the career of Alexandra Eala is something that transcends the typical boundaries of sport. We are talking about a moment so profound, so unexpected, and so historically significant that it has left the global tennis community in a state of absolute, stunned silence. This isn't just about a win on the scoreboard. This is about a seismic shift in the hierarchy of the WTA and a visceral explosion of national pride that has left even the most seasoned analysts and the most passionate fans completely speechless. The images currently trending across every social media platform, from Manila to Madrid, tell a story of a 20-year-old warrior who has finally broken through the ultimate ceiling. Alex Eala has just delivered a performance that will be discussed for decades, a moment of such pure, unadulterated excellence that it feels as if the very air has been sucked out of the stadium. Do you believe that this specific historic breakthrough is the definitive sign that Alex Eala is no longer just a rising star, but the new face of women's tennis globally? Or is the sheer intensity of this moment something that will require a complete recalibration of how we view the future of Asian athletes in professional sports? I want to see your most emotional reactions, your tactical breakdowns, and your predictions for what happens next in the comments section right now. To understand why this moment has left everyone speechless, you have to look at the sheer weight of the journey that led to this point. For 27 years, the Philippines has been waiting for a champion who could command the world stage with this kind of authority. Alexandra Eala didn't just walk into this success. She fought her way through a decade of sacrifice, isolation, and a level of professional grind that would have broken almost any other athlete. Think about the 13-year-old girl who left the comfort of Quezon City to move halfway across the world to the Rafa Nadal Academy in Mallorca. Think about the thousands of hours spent on the red clay, away from her family, immersed in a foreign language, and dedicated to a philosophy of suffering that few can even comprehend. This historic moment is the culmination of every drop of sweat, every tear shed in a dorm room, and every doubt that she had to overcome to prove that a Filipina belongs at the summit of the sport. The match itself was a masterclass in psychological warfare and technical brilliance. We saw Alex Eala facing off against a top-tier legend, a woman with Grand Slam titles and years of experience, and we saw the 20-year-old refuse to blink. The tension in the stadium was so thick you could feel it in your bones. Every baseline exchange was a battle of wills. When Eala struck that final left-handed cross-court winner to seal the victory, the silence that followed was deafening. For a split second, nobody breathed. The fans in the stands, the coaches in the boxes, and the millions watching at home were frozen in a state of collective shock. And then the explosion happened. A roar so loud it could be heard across the continent. A release of nearly 3 decades of hope and expectation. Alex Eala didn't just win a match, she rewrote the history books of her nation and the sport. The Eala effect has reached a state of absolute peak intensity. We aren't just talking about tennis fans, we are talking about a global movement. The Filipino diaspora has turned every arena she enters into a home court environment. But this specific moment was different. Even the local European fans were standing in awe, realizing they were witnessing the arrival of a once-in-a-generation talent. The German press in Stuttgart, the Spanish media in Madrid, and the global broadcasters are all scrambling to find the words to describe what they just saw. They are calling her the lefty titan, the Nadal disciple, and the voice of a nation. But the reality is that Alex Eala is something even more powerful. She is a symbol of what is possible when resilience meets world-class coaching and an unbreakable spirit. Let us analyze the technical evolution that made this speechless moment possible. Under the guidance of Tony Nadal, Alex Eala has transformed her game into a sophisticated weapon. Her service motion, once a point of development, is now a primary source of free points. Her forehand, with its heavy topspin and lethal accuracy, is a mirror image of the greatest clay courter in history. But it is her movement that has truly stunned the world. The way she slides into her shots, the way she recovers from impossible angles, and the way she anticipates her opponent's next move is at a level that only a few players in the history of the WTA have ever reached. She has mastered the geometry of the court, using her left-handedness to create angles that are practically unguardable. In this historic match, those technical improvements were on full display, turning a tactical battle into a dominant statement of power. The commercial and cultural weight of this breakthrough is staggering. Nike has already positioned Eala as a primary face of their global brand, and this victory has sent her market value into the stratosphere. Her portrait in the Ambassador Tunnel at their headquarters in Oregon isn't just a picture, it's a promise of future greatness. Major corporations are realizing that Eala is a bridge to a global market of millions who are loyal, passionate, and deeply invested in her journey. She is a hero who brings the spirit of Manila to the heart of Europe. A cultural ambassador who represents the best of her heritage while competing at the highest level of professional excellence. When she speaks to the crowd in Tagalog after a win, she is connecting with a history and a people in a way that very few athletes ever have. But beyond the fame and the money, there is the human story that has everyone so emotional. Eala remains the same humble, focused, and incredibly grounded person who left Quezon City at 13. She has often spoken about how she enjoys the suffering of the long rallies, a philosophy she learned from the Nadal family. This mental toughness is her ultimate weapon. While other players might crack under the pressure of a nation's expectations, Eala embraces it. She uses the prayers and the support of her fans as fuel, finding an extra gear in the third set when her lungs are burning and her legs are shaking. This historic moment was won not just with her racket, but with her heart. The reaction from the locker room has been equally telling. We have seen former Grand Slam champions like Aryna Sabalenka and Coco Gauff in a state of disbelief at the reception Alex receives, and the level of tennis she is producing. The veterans now understand that Eala is no longer a dangerous wildcard or a prospect for the future. She is a force that must be reckoned with right now, in the present. The scouting reports on her are getting longer. The video analysis is getting more intense, but nobody seems to have the answer for her unique blend of speed, spin, and spirit. She has earned the respect of her peers, not by asking for it, but by taking it on the red clay of the world's most prestigious arenas. As we look toward the rest of the season and the eventual road to Paris and Roland Garros, the implications of this speechless moment are enormous. Eala has proven that she can win on the biggest stages against the toughest opponents. She has shown that her game is built for the long haul, for the grueling physical demands of a 1,000-level draw. The momentum she carries now is a tidal wave that is sweeping across the sport. The Philippines is no longer a footnote in tennis history. It is a powerhouse of fan engagement and athletic potential. Every baseline winner, every ace, and every gritty hold of serve is another brick in the foundation of a legacy that will inspire generations of Asian athletes to come. Think about the children in Manila who are waking up at 3 in the morning to watch her play. Think about the young tennis players in provincial courts who now see a path to the top that didn't exist before Eala. She is breaking barriers that were once thought to be insurmountable. She is proving that excellence knows no boundaries and that a girl with a racket and a dream can truly change the world. This historic moment isn't just for her. It's for everyone who has ever been told that they were too small, too far away, or too different to succeed. Eala is the living proof that those voices are wrong. The cultural impact of her success is reaching into communities that tennis has never meaningfully touched before. Major companies are aligning with her brand because they see her as a symbol of resilience and professionalism. She is a role model who carries herself with dignity both on and off the court. Whether she is being featured on the cover of Vogue or signing autographs for hours after a grueling match. She remains focused on the mission. She understands that her power comes from her roots and that her success belongs to her people. This historic moment was a tribute to that connection, a visceral reminder that Eala is a champion of the people. We must also talk about the mentorship of Tony Nadal. Having the man who coached Rafael Nadal to a decade of dominance in your corner is a competitive advantage that cannot be overstated. He has taught her the nuances of the clay court game, the strategy of the long point, and the importance of professional discipline. Under his guidance, Alex has sharpened her tactical awareness, learning when to pull the trigger on a winner and when to stay patient and wait for the mistake. This professional maturity was the deciding factor in her recent breakthrough. She played with a level of intelligence that left her opponent confused and the fans speechless. The Magic Box in Madrid, the Porsche Arena in Stuttgart, and the stadiums of the Grand Slam circuit are all witnessing the evolution of a legend. Eala is no longer chasing history, she is creating it. Every match she plays is a new chapter in a story that is getting more exciting with every swing of the racket. The world is watching, the fans are ready, and the intensity is only going to rise as we get closer to the peak of the season. Eala is the zeitgeist of women's tennis right now. She is the energy, the excitement, and the future of the sport. As we conclude this deep dive into her historic moment, the question that remains is not if she will win a major title, but when. She has all the tools, the team, and the mental toughness to reach the very top of the rankings. The road to Paris is paved with red clay and the expectations of millions, but Eala is ready to drive that road with the confidence of a champion. She has made the world speechless once, and you can be certain she will do it again and again as her career continues to bloom. History is in full bloom, and we are all lucky to be witnesses to this incredible journey. Make sure you are subscribed to the channel and that you have hit the notification bell so you never miss a second of our coverage of Eala's historic rise. We are following every result, every commercial deal, and every viral interaction as this journey takes her to the absolute summit of the sport. Drop a like on this video if Eala's historic moment left you speechless and inspired. The world is watching, the fans are ready, and history is being written in real time. Thank you for following along as the Filipina star continues to conquer the heart of the tennis world. I am out of here for now. Peace.